the last pick was a kinetic. Falcon Dorian
Kinetic.
going to be bringing, I think, the weapon power here for this team.
All right, well, let's see how they perform. We're into game 1 here in this next series. Team Impunity going up against Team Loud here. And let's see if Loud can get loud and make some noise, get themselves a win.
Loud is being aggressive, at least a little bit early on. Anka certainly wants to tango.
I sure do. WESG getting a lot of damage on him. He's going to have to rotate back on that Anka there. And it looks like they're going to be giving up the CP buff too Loud on their side, but they rotate over. They're going to go ahead and try to steal that CP buff away from Loud's jungle, but Loud's rotating over here. Excellent work. WESG gets Death Cube back there. He's getting pretty hurt too, and they're rotating away. It looks like they're going to give up both the CP treants right now, and Inked getting a lot of damage as he's walking away on this River Troll.
Yeah, a lot of Verdict and Malice happening there. Looking for the kill. Can't quite
there you go.
find
He's going.
He's going in.
Oh, the splash damage is so good. Oh, my goodness. Mini Dookie finally doing some work out there. We've been praising him all day. Well done, dude. Gets himself that first blood.
It's a great startup against Team Impunity. During all this, right, Impunity was...
Oh, my goodness. Another WESG pull in, and that Gwen is a dead rabbit.
We finally split here from Loud. Like, Loud was a 5-man this entire time. A minute and a half into the game, they're still as a 5. They finally split because Lance is up top. Impunity gave up their blue, went to the other CP, met up with the Gwen, but the Lance split to the top.
Wow.
Right? So Impunity definitely fell under the pressure that early on, right? 5v4.
And they rotated around both jungles and stole so many camps and got themselves the first blood.
Yep. Second blood on top of it as well. Gets them about 1,000 gold here 2 minutes into the game. And they didn't even really suffer anything for it, right? All the turrets are healthy. There was no push anywhere. Def Q might actually die. There he goes. Anka, yep, teleports in.
Yep, yeah, very nice dash
Doesn't
in there.
get the kill.
Yep, that Githian Promise didn't secure the kill, but she was able to back off. And just forcing the Samuel Mini Dookie back to recall is... Yeah, excellent splash damage right there coming out from that that perk that Def Q has. Really well done by him. Just eating everybody up right there in lane and just consuming their health. The way he's throwing out those chrono drivers and those arcane missiles, woo!
It's working out.
That's a lot of damage right there, but still sitting at 0-3 right now. About 5 minutes into the match, and momentarily those jungle shops are going to spawn. And it looks like, oh my goodness, that Anka is a dead Anka right there. Thanks to GWM on that Reza. Oh my goodness. And now it looks like Inked is next on the menu. Taken out, that's some crispy River Troll right there, courtesy of Mini Dookie.
And Team Impunity has dropped 5 kills to Team Brazil already in 5 minutes.
Looks like there's a big rotation up from Loud. They're trying to get something done in bot lane, and Chingy is the only one there to stop it, but there's a push down here in bot lane, 3 versus 1 against Frog. He's not really able to do much, but this top lane turret...
You gotta roll, Chingy.
Chingy, you can't do it, man. Good combat roll back. Once again, he gets it. Oh, double Githian wall right there, but he is toasted. Very, very nicely toasted by that Reza Scorcher right there. Well done, and that's another kill for Team Loud, putting that one in their belt. That flare gun is a thing right there. We've got Inked holding a flare gun as well. It's definitely the Asian meta poking through over and over again.
We need scouts when we got flares.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, just a flare's the cooldown so low. Throw him out. Oh, that's a good force to cord right there onto that Reza, and he's able, or actually onto Samuel. He's able to get out of there. Mini Dookie save himself. Charged Pulse doesn't really do too much damage. And a double impale right there. The Overwhelm is not good. And Mini Dookie is just so low. Will he be able to get out of there? He does. He rotates away. It looks like he's probably going to be recalling right now. And it's a good force out for Team Impunity onto Loud. They're getting some damage on this turret.
Yep, and that turret is going to be dead to rights at this point. Now, I don't think they can really rotate here for Ghost Wings, so they are just going to kind of go back to lanes, fan out a little bit, take care of some of these. Huninho has that Crucible, right? So that was the big thing I was looking for, especially since Inked has that Force to Cord, right? It's such a big deal. The Lance CC, I don't think you're really honestly going to try to stop that with a Crucible, but Crucible is to start that Force Record is.
Oh, here's the initiation coming from the Anka. Double man, get the in wall. Takes out one of them. Samuel, Mini Dookie is dead. And the Nether Form Detonator from Gum is down. He's able to get out of there. Doesn't do too much damage himself, but he's able to break up the team fight.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Let's keep going here. The Seraphic Flare takes out the Kinetic. And now they're on to the next one. That Impale is good. Yates is down for the count. And it's overall 3-for-0 trade going for Team Impunity right there. They get themselves some kills on the board.
Ho really tried to stop out the Lance CC, doesn't actually kind of successfully do it at either point. So his Crucible is down and then over the wall with that Force Record. These guys here from Team Impunity seem to know what they're doing here.
Oh, that was another good Githian wall right there. Stunned up GWN, but he was able to get out of there. And Loud, they're starting to lose some of the momentum I feel like they had in early game, and now we're getting to where Black Claw is going to be coming out. Inked is going down really low though, but it seems like they've got baited in a little bit. Nope, not much going to come of that. And yeah, Black Claw's coming down pretty soon, forecourt.
Looking to see if anybody has second items yet, but nobody here from Team Impunity does quite yet. I don't quite count that Frostburn as the second item there for Loud, but at the same time, like we are going to be hitting a 2-item window fairly soon on both sides. Team Impunity, if they can continue to get these objectives, might actually hit it just a bit quicker.
This is a good push right here from Impunity. They're taking down that turret down to halfway. Gauntlet is down though. Anka falling back, a lot of damage falling onto all of Team Impunity, but he's still able to get the... Oh, such good damage coming out from Def Q. Gets himself a double kill right there. Anka takes out the Arden, and the only two members remaining, Falcon Dorian and Yates, they're going to have to rotate back. They're pretty low. And that's it. That's a good win right there for Team Impunity. They rotate over to Black Claw.
Yeah, nobody really from Loud is going to be able to do anything about that. Second item from Def Q, he had the cash. Goes for an infusion on top of that Frostburn on top of just the Spellfire and his Tier 3 boots on top of things, right? That Lance, right? We had the Wolf's Maw. Everybody tried to collapse on top of the Wolf's Maw target. The Lance pinned them down. Seraphic Flare. Pew!
Blew them all up.
It was really good. That combo from Team Impunity has now put them into a position where they are starting to push an armory at 14 minutes with a Black Claw.
That's pretty good timing right there. And everybody is up on both teams right now. They're in this choke point. Dragon's Breath comes out from the Black Claw. He is going to make a whole mess of things. All the cooldowns are available.
Good stun.
Force of Cord is not available, but it's an excellent stun. Nether Form Detonator is down. Deft Q is going so low, but he gets himself 2 kills right there and takes out the turret in return. Armory is going low, and soon this Vein Crystal will be vulnerable. The Anka goes in. Gwen takes out another one. It's another kill for her. Mini Dookie and Hunino are trying to defend the Vein Crystal, but it's too little, too late, and Black Claw is so healthy. There is no way they're getting out of this. Impunity take the game versus Loud.
A little bit of possible confusion coming out from Loud on that one right there. A lot of split pushing when they needed 5. They weren't able to capitalize on a lot of the pressure that...
And I want to see a Sunfong that's successful, but I don't think Loud is going to be able to have it happen. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the second game of the series, Loud versus Team Impunity. We are off to the Sovereign's Rise. Forecourt, what's your input on the who do you think's got the early edge here?
Well, I was going to be very curious to see if Loud was going to attempt these invades again, and it does look like they are putting up the pressure into that CP buff. Team Impunity is just letting them have it. They're not going for the counter. So I don't think Team Impunity really wants to repeat what happened last round. So now a little bit more cautious, a little bit more counter-divey, so to speak, here for Team Impunity. I suspect that it will be a little bit more passive for a while yet. So if Loud can actually make something happen with this early game, I mean, it can be deadly, but I feel like Kinetic, as long as she stays on her toes, shouldn't suffer too much for it. Huninho here is the support, the captain. So Gwem, whatever we're calling him, is that jungle fortress.
Yeah, the Frog is actually going pretty low. He's forced to back off. Doesn't have the use of his abilities at the moment, so he can't fortify his health. And Cordova, pretty low on his health as that Reza, so he's forced to back off right
First
there.
blood down south.
First blood down south. Gwen kills that Adagio. Falcon Dorian, very well done.
He has cooldown reduction right now to go with the jungling.
Well, he's definitely jungling, yeah, for sure. And he's got that. Oh my goodness, Chingy, you're so low, dude. Are you bleeding to death? No, you're not. And Guam going back, getting bursted down by Cordova. He's not able to make it out of there. And now Buckshot Bonanza coming out. Falcon Dorian not able to kill Cordova. Coming in, Inked now, getting some protection, vanguarding him up. Lorelei comes in, trying to kill off some of these really low members of Impunity right now. But it's not enough, and that's what happens when you're a Captain Lorelei.
And Frog up top is actually doing some good damage up against Roasty Me Toasties. So a lot of fighting going across the rift right now, or the rise, I should say, for now. Yeah, but this turret.
Well, I guess it was more than half. Still, it's still pretty healthy right now, but Chingy's going down pretty low. He's getting banged up real good as Adagio. He can heal himself up, though. It's okay. Into the mid lane.
And he's dead.
And he got taken out by that kinetic. Roasty Me Toasty got himself a little bit of revenge there, and that's the first kill for... Is that first kill? Second kill, actually, for Team Impunity. Cordova, Nether Form Detonator onto Falcon Dorian. He's in a bad position. Bursted down, taken out by Cordova. And now we have the Lorelei 2v1 situation all by herself. That turret is destroyed, and now she's forced to back off with her water pool right there. Oh, that was really good for Team Impunity. But look at that. Samuel has joined that. Chingy doesn't know he wasn't recalling. He is taken out, destroyed by that Samuel. Man, Mini Dookie, you got to watch out for that guy. Avoid it. Despite all that, Team Impunity is taking this top lane turret right here. Kinetic was able to get a lot of damage onto it. Good wave clear right there.
Reza down. From
Frog. And Reza taken out by that Fortress. GWM. Doing the fortress jungling, doing what he needs to do right there. Mini Dookie going down low. He gets taken out by the Arden. Gauntlet does stand up Falcon Dorian. Gwen's not able to get away. And now we have stun from Mr. Frog himself, the Zen Master. Pulls in two with the Master's Lesson, but it's not exactly who we wanted. That Arden Blood for Blood just smacked him in the face, and then guess what? Kinetic follows up with the kill. And
Reza is now back. Nobody else died here from Team Impunity, so they will be trying their luck here at Ghostwing. We did actually get a first item there for Gwem just before that, and the Fortress does go into the Storm Crown, so still kind of jury out on him, but can they actually do anything about this? That's the good question. That's some good damage coming out of the Fortress. Objective damage, 600 plus damage. He ends up sacrificing his life, though, getting taken out by that Reza. And now we do see them rotating back and away. Loud is trying to avoid this damage that's coming out from Impunity. Impunity! Frog is a dead Zen Master, and he falls to Chingy right there. Chingy gets a little bit of revenge for that bush death right there. The casual auto attack from Weapon Arden. Not Arden, sorry. Weapon Adagio, who has now shown us another way to play him with a spell sword. Oh, yeah. Yep. There you go. There's the thing. That's nice. Now, during all that, okay, we are going to be rebuffing. Well, watch out. Chingy's getting really focused down by GWM, and he's able to keep himself alive despite the bleed. Another recall stopped by some damage coming out from Loud. Deft Q, Deft Who, he's dead. And now we have good trades right there. Looks like Team Loud's going to be able to push this mid lane with Inked having to back off. And Roasty Me Toasty rotating down a little bit, and looks like teams will reset. And, Shiv there for Roasty on top of things. Yeah. So very different gameplay today. Well, Chingy is getting focused down really hard, taken out by the Lorelei of things, no less. Falcon Dorian very low on the backline still. Gauntlet comes down, and it looks like we do see the Malign make it out of there alive. But Nether Form Detonator comes down on top of the Lorelei, finishes her off. Cordova very low on the backline, but he's getting hunted down by the wolf himself. And that Fortress ended up being so instrumental. But look at this. He's all by himself now. Jump. What? There you go. Woo! He can't do anything to that Malign. She's in the shadows. And you're a dead wolf. That's Impunity coming out on top of that team fight. That's an ace for Team Impunity on top of that. That's going to be at least this turret, if not more. They cannot go grab the Ghost Wing.
Or Blacklaw yet.
Or Blacklaw, because he ain't there, so...
This, a 5-man rotation from Team Impunity right here into the jungle near Dragon, Dragon Blacklaw. And they're going after Frog. Master's Lesson stuns up the members, but Frog, you're too low, dude. You're too low on your health. You're pretty low. You're dead. And now San Fang is a dead Duke. And Malene kills up that fortress. And it looks like Team Impunity all still alive, focusing down that top lane turret. The Oblivion does put Ink to sleep. He's stunned up as well, but
he's fine.
He is fine. He is tanky, and they're going to rotate back.
Well, Samuel, though.
Whoa, Mini Dookie going after Deft Q, goes into the shadows, and she's still alive. Reza ends up taking out his son in the process. Mini Dookie is a dead Dookie.
Thanks, Dad. 18 kills to 6. That's not really the big number that you need to be looking at here. 8 turrets still standing to 5. Loud and their infrastructure is starting to get knocked down one by one here like dominoes. The Ghost Wing is back up. The Black Claw is taken. And
Loud has got a big defense up ahead of them. They're all awake. They're all alive and available for this team fight. But the question is, will they be able to do anything about it? Kinetic just deletes Samuel. Mini Dookie barely got a chance to do anything out there. And now it's a 4, actually a 6 if you include Blacklaw. 6v4 right now at this choke point. And Def Q still very healthy, dishing out the damage as this Malene. Chingy throwing out those auto attacks from the back line. And Blacklaw gets taken out, and looks like Impunity is going to rotate away with a pretty good choke point turret taken.
Yeah, damage was done. 2 turrets, the Black Claw, now a Ghost Wing because everybody's up chasing Reza for some reason. 500 health on Cordova, so I guess they've smelt the blood in the water, right? It doesn't actually get it. So if you look at some of the item differences, 6,000 gold has and everything is kind of defensive towards their own weapon buffs. So this is actually really good for Impunity. And, well, sure, the scouts are out, but what can you get from them?
Who let the dogs out, actually? The Fortress Ultimate was popped. And the Attack of the Pack got annihilated, and now we do see that Lorelei, the next target on the list, she gets blown up by the Kinetic. Roasty V Toasty doing so much work right there. Reza, man, what's going on with that guy? Is he doing work? Is he getting hit? Is he diving deep? Kinetic taking people down. Lots of health down. 2 deaths right there from Team Loud, and that allows Impunity to rotate back to Blacklaw and go ahead and get some more chip damage onto him. Will Loud be able to come back and steal it? I don't think so.
I mean, who will actually steal it? GWM can't get in there. Falcon Dorian is going to dive. He gets close. He has no defense. That leaves you with Dookie, who can get body blocked from those Verdict and Malice. So, yeah.
Oh, man. And there goes that Gwen right there. Focused down.
Shouldn't have even tried.
Yeah. Deft Q was able to just blow up Falcon Dorian
New
right
fur
there.
coat right here.
This is it. Oh, man. He was recalling. He was just like, you know what? I'm donezo. Taken out in the bush. This is the second time that Team Impunity has
you gotta run with the pack, man.
They used the Black Claw to bait them in twice, and they were able to kill more people each time.
A little bit of a faster game in game 1, definitely a little bit more of a slower game in game 2, but it's just Loud melting. They're dominoes. They're completely staggered in their death counts. It's only Dookie left, and, well, he's just not going to cut it here, Sean.
Oh, with Black Claw pushing for them. Team Impunity take game 2. So much damage, and Loud just got shushed by Team Impunity.
Dark horse legacy that anybody might have been hoping for. 0-2 against Germany, 0-2 against Singapore. I don't even think it matters if they win up against Canada. It was a score of 1-2. I don't think you have any chance at advancing.